Welcome to Module 3 of the Soul Artist Experience. I hope you are finding joy in creativity. Here's what we're going to do in class today. A homework debrief, a pranayama, a mantra meditation to awaken creativity. You'll create a mandala to kirtan. We'll do a body scan and chakra clearing, paint to music. We'll talk about the use of mantra. We'll do a loving kindness meditation, a legacy exercise, and then I will explain your homework. So now let's do a debrief on your homework. I hope that you've had a chance to meditate. Please let me know if you have, if you've been practicing meditation. Meditation is the best gift you can give yourself. If you are newer to meditation, it can be a different experience to quiet your mind and be present with yourself. When you open yourself up to your inner voice, you begin to know yourself better. You have access to your dreams and your desires, and you begin to awaken in a new way. You become more present in your life, more aware, more conscious of the choices you make. So please share something that you've noticed as you are starting to get deeper in your meditation practice. It might be as simple as enjoying the time with yourself as you sit by yourself, or that feeling that you have more peace and serenity in your life. I hope that you've taken the opportunity to write down your desires. What do I want is the soul question, one of the soul questions that we began to ask ourselves in the last session. Now, if you're accessing the meditations that are attached to this course, then you can do that same meditation every day and ask yourself the 4 soul questions in guided meditation. And as you continue to ask yourself the question, your desires become clearer. Some of our experienced soul artists have been at this a while and really have talked about clarifying their desires the more they meditate. And that has been my experience too. I hope that you have added your 4 soul questions to your art journal pages. And really take some time to notice times when you are feeling close to being at your best. What's going on for you when you're at your best? Have you taken some time to add more to your at your best page and your gifts and talents page? These pages are important. And your gifts and talents page is not a place for modesty. It's a time for you to really think about what are those gifts that are unique to you that may be deeply required to share with the world. Keep pondering this and continue to add to your page throughout class. I do expect you to see linkages between your soul questions, your desires, your gifts and talents, and your at your best pages. This is very deep introspective work. It goes hand in hand with going deeper in meditation. Insights will keep coming into your thoughts and dreams. As they do, note them in your art journal. And as you create, I hope that you are beginning to turn off your internal critic or judge and just let yourself explore and play and appreciate the process of creating. You are evolving creatively. I really see it in members of our soul artist in our girl class who have been at this for a while. I see it in myself. The most important realization you have is that you have the power to create not only what's in your journal, you have the power to create your life. So please do share with me the insights from your meditations, your homework, or noticing yourself when you are at your best. So before we meditate, let's do a few minutes of breathing. And we're going to do a type of pranayama today that you have probably heard about, or you might use it in yoga class. It's called Ujjayi breath. Now, before you start the breathing practice, let me mention, if you ever start feeling lightheaded or dizzy while you are practicing pranayama, just stop, breathe normally, and stay seated. So begin by sitting comfortably with your spine erect and your shoulders relaxed, and let your hands rest easily in your lap. Take a slow inhale. And then as you exhale, for the first one, just open your mouth and make the sound of like you're fogging up a mirror. Next, inhale again, and then close your lips and tuck your chin slightly. And this time breathe out of your nose, but make that similar ocean sound with your mouth closed. Keeping your mouth gently closed, take an inhalation through your nose, slightly deeper than normal, and keep your throat muscles constricted. And breathe in and out through your nose, keeping your throat muscles slightly constricted, and that produces a sound that's similar to the sound of the ocean. So just keep breathing this way, and I will explain a little bit more about this breath. This breathing technique, or pranayama, soothes your mind, your body, and your spirit. It can help you release frustration and tension. Ujjayi is a Sanskrit word that roughly translates to victorious extension of the breath. So you might hear it referred to as both Ujjayi and victorious breath. Continue to keep the muscles at the back of your throat just gently constricted, and take slow, full, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose like waves crashing against the shore. Gently inhaling and exhaling against this gentle resistance produces a pleasant and soothing sound like the sound of the ocean. And that gives you a gentle rhythm for your mind to follow, allowing your focus to come to your breath. It has a balancing influence, and it stimulates something called your nadis, N-A-D-I, promoting clarity and focus. Nadis are subtle energy channels that run through your body. So this calming effect prepares you to enter a meditative state. So keep practicing this Ujjayi breath, and I'll explain a little bit more. I love pranayama, and it's really an honor to share the calming and soothing breathing techniques with you in this Soul Artist course. You may already know that pranayama is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. So when people in the West hear the word yoga, they think about the physical exercises that you do on a yoga mat, the poses or the asanas that are performed. But when I'm using yoga, the word yoga in this context, I'm talking about something broader than the poses on a mat. The word yoga comes from the Sanskrit word yuj, meaning to unite, come together, or yoke. Yoga is a union of body, mind, soul, and universal consciousness. I believe that we are all divine creatures. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. This union between ourselves and the divine is constant. It's part of our essential nature. But sometimes in life, we can become consumed by daily demands. We can become distracted, disconnected from our divine nature, experiencing stress, lack of balance, and burnout. The practice of yoga, broadly defined yoga, can help us remember the divinity within us. When we are mindful of the 8 limbs of yoga, including pranayama, our sensitivity and connection to the cycles of nature are enhanced. When you can more easily recover from stress and bring more clarity to your mind, it helps you make better choices. Your physical and mental being increases, and you have more energy and resilience. You can learn to make better and healthier choices, spend more time at your best, and live your fullest potential. So pranayama is the 4th of 8 limbs of yoga. It is the practice of breath regulation. In Sanskrit, prana means life energy, and yama means control, pranayama. When you practice pranayama, you're practicing breathing in a specified pattern. You consciously inhale, exhale, and hold your breath in a particular sequence like you're doing right now with the Ujjayi breath. So I'll be saying more about pranayama in future sessions, but the bottom line is pranayama is a stress buster, and it strengthens the connection between your body and mind. It can be done before meditation to prepare your physiology to get the most out of your practice, or anytime you are experiencing frustration or tension. You can use it to enhance your yoga asana practice. It definitely promotes present moment awareness. So just remember the importance of slow, mindful breathing. Pranayama should never be hurried or rushed. So now, when you are ready, just let the Ujjayi breath go and breathe normally as we prepare to meditate together. If you want to find out more about the 8 limbs of yoga, this is something that we cover in the Soul Artist Masterclass.